Hey Tony, first I wanted to tip my hat to you for going a little unconventional and coming to Iowa. You were talking about Beirut. I was curious, have you filmed any of your next season at all?
Yeah, we filmed in Provence, Brittany, Panama, Ecuador, Hudson Valley, Czech Republic so far, and I'm headed to China and the Central Highlands, Vietnam in a couple of weeks. And more to come.
Are you going to be going to the Democratic Republic of the Congo?
We are hoping to get into the Congo. It's very, very dicey there. It's really a matter of, the network were very unhappy about spending it cost them a lot of money, to get us out of Beirut. The Marines were kind enough to get us out, to get us to Cyprus, but getting us back from there, and it was a dodgy situation for them. The Congo is a very dangerous place, can be a very dangerous place. I'm hoping to do it because it's an amazing story. It's the most mineral-rich and agricultural-rich country in the world, perhaps, and yet they're starving. And it's an amazing and rather horrifying history, and I'm obsessed with Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad. So, for a lot of reasons, I really want to make that show. Will we be able to? I don't know. I hope so.
I just came back from Rwanda, so I was hoping to get your input on it. But instead, I'll ask a similar question. Obviously, Beirut was a country that you went to for the food, and it became a story much more than food. Vietnam's probably like that too for you. Just what are some other countries where you went there and it just was like when you filmed and everything, it just became much more than about the food?
Yeah, I'm not looking to make, I'm not Dan Rather, I'm not looking to make serious television, but sometimes there's no avoiding, the elephant in the room. I mean, I don't have an agenda or some kind of political axe to grind, but I tend, you tend to notice things. People eat what they eat for certain reasons, or if they're eating nothing, that's worth mentioning. If the guy feeding you is, if the guy feeding you is from a country we were never at war with, and he's missing 3 limbs thanks to, ordnance that we were dropping in this country a few years ago, at least it's worth mentioning. I know I'm not going to get, all political or anything, but I will mention, that's what happened here. I mean, Medellin, Colombia, on the other hand, that was a very happy story. I went there to eat, and I noticed, as I couldn't help but notice, that from the murder capital of the world in the space of 10 years, it's been transformed into this rather amazing success story. Where you could go to neighborhoods that only a few years ago, even the cops wouldn't go in. So yeah, I mention that stuff, because to not mention it was kind of offensive. You go to a Cuba show and let the government give you the dog and pony, it's worth mentioning. Most of the people here are not eating this well. One should mention that. And if the people with me, felt like they, were suddenly unburdened themselves on their dissatisfaction with the state of affairs here, they would probably end up in prison. That's the sort of thing that I think sometimes it's worth mentioning over the meal.